was our first free camping area. It was an interesting experience. Then we stayed in Davey for 2 nights, mainly to see the horizontal force tour, which was awesome by the way. We also got to see an ADF flyover.
That's hilarious. It goes fast too. Watch out.
Introductions before I go any further. Okay, the lady behind the helm today, her name is Hayley. Okay, Hayley, team Hayley. Okay, she's our fearless leader out here. She's the boss. Come on down there. shortly. I'll get a photo of Smiley. Folks, the stick here is not to poke the shark, to poke the people when they try and poke the shark. Not yet, team. Not going to take this long. These ones here are tawny nurse sharks. Okay. This species of shark that we have in front of us, team,
Look at the one lying on
referred
its back.
to as a bottom feeder. When I say it's a bottom feeder, it spends majority of its time on the bottom of the
Wally,
ocean.
feed the one with its back.
There you go.
We started our trek down south by stopping at Broome for 5 days. We explored Cable Beach, the Malcolm Douglas Crocodile Park, and we also did a bus tour around Broome.
They are very wiggly, alright, as long as you got that tail, okay? Tails will make it's not going to hurt them. Alright, and let him crawl.
No.
Alright, he's got no nails that are sharp, and his mouth is taped. So squeeze that tail, squeeze, squeeze, move your thumb out, so that's it. Don't let go there, alright? Very gentle on his belly.
Smiling? Are you smiling?
Yeah, I am.
You don't have to froze. One over there just moved, so.
Alright. Yeah, look at them. There's how many?
1, 2, 3.
Oh. Look at this dirt.
Why not?
I can feel my way in there. I have. It's also breathing. Mommy,
Look at what?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, so one over there's
out of there!
sprung the leak.
Oh, Davey, I don't like you bleeding.
They're talking.
Both of these guys have been part of their territories, hey? This one here is a female. The female do not continue to grow throughout their whole life. They only grow up to about 3 meters at the most. And so that's how I know that's the female. That's how I know terrible throat. That's how I know this one here. Oh, that's how I know that one there. I'm going to guess that that one is a female. You get it? Alright, so as I said, part of my job is trying to keep them away from each other as much as possible and try not to throw things to me between two like I just did. It's also my job not to feed every single one of them today. It's my job to try and feed all the ones that are presenting as hungry. So if a crocodile is silly enough to climb over 2 crocodiles like that, he's obviously hungry, otherwise why else would you do that? And so I'm not going to throw it in there, they're all like, you're going to kick it into and so anyone that's going to move around like this. Alright, saltwater crocodiles are the largest living reptiles in the world, hey? And so they're also highly territorial. Because they're highly territorial, they are highly aggressive. And so what that means is the population
Bit the crocodile's back.
Alright, so welcome to our American alligator and one bird enclosure. No, it's not a part of the show, but we'll feed him anyway. Because he's also dangerous. He's got a really sharp beak going on there, so we'll get that out of the way. But these guys here, American alligators, obviously not from around here. These guys mostly come from the south and southeast parts of America. There's heaps and heaps in the place called the Everglades, which is down in the southeast parts of America. There is about 2 million American alligators down there. And so because there's so many down there, people are actually allowed to hunt them. People will hunt them to mostly maintain their population numbers, but people will hunt them for their skins, for their meat, and like trophy hunting. Hey. But these guys here, you'll notice are a little bit more less aggressive, a little bit more docile. But you also notice that not only their behavior is different, but they also move in a different manner. You see this guy is kind of getting higher off the ground when he's walking. And so because these guys get higher off the ground in that way, these guys are actually able to run faster than saltwater crocodiles. Because they move in a different manner, again, they're also able to do something else different compared to saltwater crocodiles. And that is being able to climb that fence in front of you very easy. Watch your head there, man. The reason why they don't climb that fence in front of you is because they have everything they need inside the enclosure here. They got food, they got partner, they got company, they got all the water and everything else. And so, that's the good thing, hey? And so because they're not escaping, that tells us that we're doing well. Now, we notice these guys black all over the top areas, and that's apparently because where they come from it gets much colder than it does over here. And so these guys have evolved in a way to be able to hopefully absorb and hold more heat because it gets colder over there. And so these guys are cold-blooded animals. And what that means is that they can't regulate the body temperature on the inside by themselves. They need the environment around them to help them to do that, right? And so they need the warm air, warm breeze, direct sunlight to stay active, but also to stay alive, right? And so where these guys come from, apparently it gets so cold that the water freezes up. Normally just the top layer of the water that freezes up. And so underneath is where they can survive when it gets that cold. Because that's where they can escape all the cold winds and snow and whatever else is going on the top end, right? And so what they do is when they know the water's going to freeze because it's that cold, they will stick their snout out of the water and wait and let the water freeze their snout into that position. And then, because while their body is underneath that ice, they can breathe through the nostrils like this. And so they can survive at those temperatures in that frozen, snouted sort of state around the month or so. Compared to saltwater crocodiles, so those temperatures would die straight away. So these guys being less aggressive, a little bit slower, a little bit smaller as a species as well. People think they're not as cool as the saltwater crocodiles, they're not as tough. They are equally as cool and equally as tough, just in different ways. Alright, we're going to do this jump tonight. And so, but the scientific name is crocodilus johnsoni, and that's where they get their other nickname from, which is Johnson crocodiles. And so, but I always call them Australian freshwater crocodiles to help remind myself and everybody else that these guys here are only found in Australia, northern Australia of course, because that's where it's a little bit warmer for them. But they're also only found in fresh water. And the Australian freshwater crocodile.
Oh,
These guys here, you'll notice they're smaller. You also notice they move like the American alligators. They're walking nice and high off the ground. Compared to the crocodiles, they're just crawling. So they're a bit more heavier. So these ones here, you can taste for that.
This.
But these ones... And so these ones here, being smaller, less aggressive, even more less than the American alligators. That's why we get away with having a lower feed bay here like this. Okay. but so they only really should be attacking things that are smaller and closer to a swallowable size. And for them, of course. And so that's things that are either in fresh water or will come to fresh water. So that's things like fish, frogs, toads, lizards, insects, freshwater prawns, tadpoles, low-flying bats in some places, and stuff like that. And so they need the presence of water to survive because of the food factor, but they also need it to help regulate their body temperature. So it's very simple. Take 1 minute to read that sign.
If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe to Van About Oz. We'll see you next time.